Be up, guys. Be up, guys. Welcome to this, the Buzz, obviously. Preview, well, reaction, I should say. Reaction to all the games over the weekend and talking points, obviously. So, I've got a few comments here already, and I'll look at them. Well, only a couple. Jordan, I cannot join today. Sorry, Steve. I'm going out. No worries, bro. No worries. Cool. No biggie. Next time, maybe. No worries, man. I'm not going to be available. Sorry, Steve. My birthday is this Thursday, and I'm going to be busy today. No, it's no problem, man. I did say it's no problem. No biggie at all. And there is a link here if anyone does want to join. Got the link. I was hoping to have one or two guests on, but it might not be the case, but we'll see. Maybe somebody may join. I've sent links out, so if they join, they join. If not, they don't. They don't, and I'll carry on with it anyway. So it's cool. Don't need guests to do this, so so anyway, guys. It's been an interesting weekend. Lots of different good results for some teams, bad for others. Obviously, for us, wasn't great. We nearly had a 0-0 point against Liverpool, but unfortunately, we couldn't hold on, and at the end, we lost 2-0. So, but anyway, I've done a lot, talked about that a lot. Obviously, yesterday on my reaction thing yesterday, stream and stuff. So go and check that out. My reaction to the game. And obviously we're going to go into the weekend's games and results and talking about them first. So here we go, guys. I'll just bring this up. Here we go. Go through all the games and we'll start with this one. Newcastle 1, Bournemouth 4. Pretty comprehensive on Bournemouth. Amazing. They really did wallop Newcastle, which is a real shot. The way Newcastle were going in fantastic form. But brilliant for Bournemouth. And they're on a great run themselves, They're having a great season, Bournemouth. And that man, Cliver, well, great as his dad, isn't he? He got a hat-trick. Something that actually his dad never achieved, Patrick. When he played for Newcastle, in fact, and his son, he's obviously got a hat-trick against them for Bournemouth. So I'm sure his dad was happy. Patrick was happy for him, even though it's against his old team. That's never great when somebody scores against your old team, and it's his son that's done it. But I'm sure he's happy about, for his achievement. Fantastic, he's deserved it. He's a magnificent player, as we know, his son. I wish we could have got him, to be honest. I was hoping we would have done, but unfortunately not to be. But Bournemouth are lucky enough that they've got him now. And he really is in hot form for them. They were amazing. I thought Bournemouth in this game, incredible. So great that Isak never even got a touch, really. Well, no, didn't really have a shot at goal until, I think, near the end. And that was a free kick that hit the wall. So Isak was marked out of it. Incredible from Bournemouth. Amazing game. Great goals. I mean, Clivert's goal from long range, long way out. Fantastic goal. The best of the lot, really. Newcastle did get a consolation through Guimaraes, of course, but it was nowhere near enough. They weren't really at it. I mean, yeah, Bournemouth were amazing, incredible. I don't think Newcastle were really at their best, though. And Bournemouth totally deserved the win. And, if anyone wants to leave comments about it and talk about it in the live chat, go for it, You're welcome to. And also, I'm doing a preview later for the Chelsea and Wolves game on this stream as well. I'll probably leave that till the very end, probably. So, yeah, I'll be doing a preview for that, as that's tonight, of course. Chelsea and Wolves. Should be a good game. Should be a very good game. And, well, I'm going to move on to this one. Yeah. I don't know what to keep saying about this one. I know we did lose 2-0. And it's Darwin Núñez. Who would have thought he would be the one getting the goals here? But he did in injury time. And the talk was he should have been sent off. But then again, I think that would have been after he'd scored. So it wouldn't have made much difference. Obviously he took his shirt off and everything and celebrated. And then I think he done another late tackle or something on somebody, if I remember rightly. And he could have been off. But I think he somehow escaped. But then again, he'd already got the goals, he'd already done the damage. So it's no good crying over spilt milk. It's gone, it's happened. And it's history. It's in the past. And, we've got to move on. We're at Palace now. I think it's Wednesday or the weekend. I know it's soon. I think it's it's Saturday, I think. But we're away to Palace, so yeah. It is this Saturday, sorry guys. I know it made me think it's in the week. But yeah, it's Saturday. We need something away now. This was a real sickener for us. A real punch in the stomach, blow. And we almost got a point. And it's hard to take, of course. But that's why this team are going to be champions, I think. And they have been in the past. And other many trophies they've won in the past, of course, as well. But I think they are going to win the Premier. I can't see anyone catching them. I really can't. As great as Forest are doing and Arsenal at times are doing, I can't see them catching them. Probably not Newcastle either. I don't think that's going to happen. I think they'll all have to settle for runners-up spot, behind Liverpool. Second, third, fourth, wherever it's going to be. But yeah, I was disappointed here. I really thought we could do something. Yes, Jordan, I know it's your birthday, bro. I know it is, man. Don't worry about it. It's cool. I know it's your birthday. Enjoy that. Celebrate that, man, Don't worry about it, brother. Shit happens. We lost. It's a good performance in a way, the defensive. Anyway, I thought we fought well. I don't think we did create as much going forward. I was a little bit disappointed with that. But, we only lost 2-0 in the end. It could have been a lot worse. Yeah, they had 37 shots. We all know that. Not many of those were actually on target, though. I think it was about eight something, if that, on target. Yeah, they scored 2 goals, but there we go. It's I remember us having about 30 odd shots at goal, over 30 odd shots at goal against Man United, and only drawing 1-1 against United. So you don't always get what you want or you deserve. And Liverpool did come away with a win at the end of the day, albeit in injury time. And Nunez, who I really didn't expect to score. But it's happened, and we're moving on. And we can get something at Palace. I feel we can, even though they're going well. And I'll be doing a preview for that probably tomorrow. Saying that, hold on a minute, guys. I just want to check. I've got a feeling it is Wednesday, but I'll have a look. Hold on a minute, guys. Actually, in fact, it's Sunday. I don't know what made me think it was in the week or Saturday, but it's actually Sunday. So the match, I will be doing a review. It'll probably be, I might even do it Friday or Saturday, the review, preview, sorry. And I might see if I can get a Palace fan on or join a Palace fan. I mean, might go on Eagle Eye football, possibly on his, but we'll see if I can get anyone or not. It'd be great. But if not, I'd be doing it on my own again. But anyway, guys, move on to the next game. And it's this one. Leicester and Fulham. Fulham won 2-0, of course. Going very well, Fulham. I enjoy it. I like them. Very good team. Real surprise. I think they could get fairly high. Well, in the top 10 anyway. I'm not sure they qualify for Europe or anything, but you never know. That is possible. I think they're a very good team. Leicester still really struggling under Van Nistelrooy. I don't know what to make of them. It could be a tough one for him this season. Can he keep them up? Is the real question. I'd like it in a way because I think he's he was a great player, of course, legend, great goal scorer, brilliant for United. And I thought he'd done well when he had a little brief management there, brief coaching stint there when Ten Hag left. So I rate this guy. He's good, Van Nistelrooy, but it's going to be a real toughie to keep them up. I still think they're a decent team. Got the likes of Vardy there still, so he is getting on. What is he, 38, I believe now, Vardy, and he can't carry on forever, so they've got to find somebody to replace him. But while he's still going strong, why not keep him going? And he's still scoring. So, but I don't know how they're going to stay up, Leicester. It's going to be a real tough one. They could be down there in the relegation zone come the end of the season, fighting to stay up. But Fulham won't be. They're a very good team, fine team. Fulham always rated them, and I think they could well stay up. Well, they're going to be high up as well. I think they're going to be at least mid-table or higher. So, right now, move on on to this one as well, West Ham and Palace. And, of course, we got Palace next. West Ham, well, I thought was starting to look better. Of course, under Potter now. Graham Potter, new manager. Thought they were sort of getting the new manager bounce a little bit. And I thought they were fairly good in this game, but Palace just looked that bit better. And they're on a good run of form, playing really well. It's going to be a tough one for us on Sunday, no doubt. I just feel we can still get something. You know, it is away. We've got to improve our away form. One big, great result away, 5-0 against Southampton. But that is only Southampton, and they are bottom for a reason. So if we can do it against Palace, that'd be incredible. And, we beat them at the start of the season, of course, 2-1. And they were lucky to win that in a way. I think Palace should have got something there at the G-Tech, but there we go. We did win. Can we complete the double over them this season? Remains to be seen, I hope. But, yeah, we got to improve our away form now. Get that going. And, but this is a fine win for Palace. Obviously still below us, I believe. Yeah, they are below us still in the bottom half, but they're going up well now. They're starting to move up. So good luck to them, but not on Sunday, of course. I'm not wishing them luck for Sunday. No way. So now we move on to another great game, Arsenal and Villa. What a game that was, 2-2. Amazing game. Trossard was man of the match there. But yeah, Arsenal were 2-0 up in this one. Look for all the world to be winning it and getting closer to Liverpool maybe. But then again, if we had drawn against Liverpool, Arsenal didn't do their job properly, did they? And they were 2-0 up and still only drew. It was a fairly good evening for Unai Emery in the end. So, coming back to draw, I thought they played really well, Villa. Very, very good team. And I think Unai Emery will win something there at some stage. I really do. Whether it's European Cup or FA or League Cup at some stage, maybe. Whether they're good enough to get the Prem, it's possible. Next 2 or 3 years, maybe. They could do it. They could be up there in the shake-up, in the mix. I thought it was a really good game. Arsenal really, I don't think, are up to getting the Premier. They can't win it. They've had other excuses. Saliba was out again. We don't know why, and conspiracy is that has had a ruck with Arteta or something like that, and a falling out. And if you do that with Arteta, you're gone, because that prick, he won't take it. He can't take being confronted by anyone. It's his way or the highway, and I think he should be going on the highway and not anyone else, because he's an arsehole and an arrogant prick. And and I think Saliba could be out. And I wish we could buy him, but he's going to be a lot of money. No doubt he'll probably go back abroad. I think it's the same with probably Ben Chilwell as well. They're going to get rid of him. I think he's had a falling out also with Arteta. So, and he ruins these good players. Really good players, most of these. And go back to that last one, that Fulham game. And Smith Rowe. One of them at Arsenal. We played at Arsenal, and he was great there. He was really good, and he ruined him there, and he got him out, and he's scoring for Fulham now, Smith Rowe. It's one of them he's ruined, and so many he's done it to. Tierney as well, Pepe, Willian. There's a massive list, I think. Massive list. Ruining these really great players. Putting them in positions that they shouldn't be in. Party. Never a right back. Shouldn't be in that position. Never. And they're not going to win anything under this manager. Let's be honest. They shouldn't be. You wouldn't think. And the Premier is out of their hands again, out of their sight. They're getting nowhere near. And move on to Sunday's matches. And what about this one? Everton 3, Spurs 2. Who'd have thought Everton had 3 goals in them? But now there's no Dyche there. David Moyes has come back. Certainly has had new manager bounce. Although he used to be there years ago. He was manager there a fair while ago. But I'm sure they're happy having him back there now. Sean Dyche, I thought was cruelly dismissed there. But, he kept the defence brilliant and solid. He was really okay. Didn't score many goals under him, but they seemed solid at the back. And that's what Dyche always brings. He knows how to get defenders defending. But with Moyes, they look a little bit more attacking and slightly more open. I think it's great though to get Calvert-Lewin scoring again. That he deserves a lot of credit for that. And Joao Rate looks a fine player. Scored a good goal as well, great goal. Really rate that guy, and I think obviously the third goal was a Gray own goal. Not a lot he could do about that. Archie Gray, and for Spurs though, it's same old. They're they're on a wretched run, wretched run, and I don't know what's going to happen with them. I mean, will Postecoglou stay there? Big Ange, will he stay? Who knows? I mean, Spurs is in a real predicament here, real trough at the moment. But they've got some good players, no doubt about it. Can they get out of it? But you got to give Everton credit. I never thought they'd get 3 goals, but I thought they were amazing, and probably deserved it. Deserved to beat the Spuds there. So we move on to this one, Man United and Brighton. 3-1 to the Seagulls. Yeah, real shock in a way, but I think Brighton are a good team. I think they really do deserve to be where they are. Doing very well. I'd love 1 or 2 of their players, especially that Evan Ferguson. He's not really playing much there and not getting in the team. I wonder if it's possible we could get him. Real good goal scorer, young man as well. Still a young player. Get him at the Bees, and we need another good proper goal scorer. We really do, and he could be it. But I don't know the situation with him there. But I think Brighton are all good. They're going well. Welbeck was another one I thought of for us. He was in really good goal-scoring form. Of course, they got Mitoma, the likes of him, and who's that other striker? They also Minter, Rute, and the other guy up front, GL. Is it DS or DL? No, DS, I think. They got up front. He looks good as well. I mean, he's a bit of a shit house. He cons a lot of things, I think. Fouls and various stuff. But he looks really good. He's a really good player. Gets goals and everything. So, unfortunately for United, they're not getting them. Bruno Fernandes with the penalty for them. Consolation. And, another tale of woe for Man United. And, they'd actually had one or two decent performances before this. But, right back to what they were doing before. It's may as well get Ten Hag back to play like this. But, maybe Amorim will get them firing in the end. He might get them, back to where they probably should be. Yeah. So anyway, but we move on, and it's Nottingham Forest against Southampton. Nottingham Forest won 3-2. Great game this was. Forest have been amazing. Incredible. I think they're still up, maybe second, I believe, second or third. And an incredible run. Who can stop them? I think they've been incredible. I mean, Southampton, they did get 2 goals back. I'll give them some credit. They almost come back and got a draw. I know they had one cleared off the line at the end there. So, it could have been different, but I think Forest deserved this win. They've been incredible. And deserve to get something. Maybe European qualification, maybe. Top 6 finish, 5 even. Can they stay where they are, near where they are? Can they challenge for the Premier? Maybe not. I don't know. But they're not far away from like Liverpool, and they're sort of level with Arsenal and so forth. So they're right up there. And if they can keep this going, maybe they will challenge. But they can also, I think, get European place, maybe Champions League, well within their sight. Southampton, I think, unfortunately, are down. But they've given some good performances, stirring performances lately. And, at least they can be proud of them. It's been a long while since they won a game. So, obviously they need to start getting one or two, winning 2 or 3 games or more. I don't think they're going to get enough points to stay up. They're well behind there, well adrift. But get them a bit of confidence. Get a few wins under their belt. But also now we move on to Ipswich and City. City in control here, in true dominance and, cruise control, really. Really smashed Ipswich. I felt sorry for them. They played really well. They're a good team. I hope they stay up, but maybe not. They might not do. Unfortunately, City were, probably back to their best almost. And, Foden got a couple. They were amazing here. Really did wallop Ipswich. Devastating stuff from City. Yeah, Foden 2, Kovacic, Doku, Haaland and McAtee there. So, they really did wallop Ipswich. I did feel sorry for them. But, when City are in that mood, who can stop them? really tough. De Bruyne looks great again. Look back to his best almost. Could they be back in it into the title race? Possibly not. I still think they're a long way behind, and that you had that bad run of form, that slip ups, and well, it did show it when Pep almost was, had a breakdown nearly. He was cutting his head and face or whatever. But they've sort of come out of that. They've got through that, and they're back to almost their best, I think, City, and that could be ominous for the rest of us. Okay, we got a 2-2 draw with them, so we were 2-0 down at home. So that was an amazing performance from us. I thought we, somehow, we did deserve something there anyway. And the Desmond out of it. So we're one of the few teams that have got something against them lately. So, but anyway, that's all the matches results on the weekend. Obviously, Chelsea Wolves, as I say, I'll be doing that later. The preview for that. So I'm going to move on to transfers now and talk about this one first here. John Duran, very good striker, quality, gets goals mainly when he comes on, as we know. His West Ham make £57 million bid for him, apparently. West Ham make £57 million bid for Villa. Aston Villa forward John Duran. The forward has recently signed a contract extension until 2030, but only made 4 Premier League starts this season. The Hammers tried to sign Duran in the summer, but failed to meet Villa's valuation. It's obviously Darmouth Chef here, Darmouth Chef, Sky Sports News reporter. So West Ham have made a bid worth £57 million for Aston Villa striker John Duran. Villa do not want to sell, and it is understood that they value Duran upwards of £70 million, which is a lot. But his quality, I like it. Probably be too much for us to sign him, 70 mil. But I'll definitely take him at the base. I think he's quality. West Ham have a long-standing interest in Duran. They recently extended his contract until 2030, and new West Ham boss Graham Potter is known to be a big admirer. Hammers tried to sign Duran in the summer, but failed to meet Villa's valuation. The 21-year-old has scored 7 Premier League goals in 19 appearances this season, with Ollie Watkins used as Unai Emery's preferred forward. He moved to Villa Park from MLS side Chicago Fire in January 2023, but just 7 of his 54 league appearances have come as a starter. Can Villa offer enough opportunity to sustain Duran? West Ham are testing the waters with this bid. Clearly, they believe an amount of money close to that submission would be enough to, at the very least, tempt Villa to the negotiation table. It was not long ago that Duran was naively throwing up an iron sign on Instagram Live after hearing of the Londoners' summer interest. He swiftly reneged on that, and has since proved his value to Villa with 12 goals across all competitions. Ollie Watkins believes the pair can play together. He said so after Villa's draw with Arsenal on Saturday. The man to convince, however, is Unai Emery, who appears reluctant to start Watkins and Duran as a trusted partnership. Questions remains whether 610 minutes of Premier League football is really enough to sustain Duran's growing appetite. This is a striker capable of leading the line at a number of top clubs, and currently has his pathway blocked by the reliability and experience of Watkins. Yeah, would be a good signing. They need a proper striker, West Ham. They need somebody to put the ball in the net. He would be ideal. but 70 million is a lot. Can they spend that? Okay, they made the £57 million. Is that? But they're saying 70 mil. So surely that's not enough. Quality player though. This guy. I'm sure most teams would have him, and he'd start in most teams in the Premier. We definitely would have him, but we know we can't. With no way we'd sign him. It just wouldn't happen. But going on to this one now, we move on to the next bit of transfer news, rumours. And it's this guy, Patrick Dorgu, to Man United. Lecce defender in transfer talks with Ruben Amorim's side. So, yeah, we're going to this one. Manchester United in talks with Lecce defender Patrick Dorgu over potential move to Old Trafford in January. Serie A side expected to want up to 29.6 million, 35 million euros for the 20-year-old Denmark international left back. Ruben Amorim has prioritised wing back role since his appointment. Well, this guy, I can't believe this, right? We haven't gone for him because he's Danish, he's 20, young, and he's a left back. So why haven't the Bees gone for him? Yeah, 29.6. I still think we could do that. Is that beyond our realms of pain? I think, if you want a Danish, a Danish player, we should be having him because of Thomas Frank, Danish. And we got a few Danish players, as we know. So why haven't we made a bid for this guy? Why are only United after him? I'm a bit surprised, but there you go. Could be a good player for them, though, for United, if they get him. Manchester United are in talks to sign Lecce left back Patrick Dorgu. Dorgu, who has been monitored by Spurs and Chelsea, is understood to want to move to United. He is one of a number of options they have been looking at. The Denmark international is more affordable than other top options, such as Nuno Mendes and Milos Kerkez. Why did Man United want Patrick Dorgu? These are his stats there in Serie A. Tackles 1, 23, 10th there. Interceptions 16, he's 35th with that. Opposition box touches 53, first. And chances created 17, 18. And shots taken 34, he's second with that. So very good stats, Lecce would want at least 25.4 million to 29.6 million, 30 million euros to 35 million euros for Dorgu, according to Sky in Italy. As Sky Sports News reported upon Ruben Amorim's appointment, left wing back has been circled as a priority position and was the one transfer highly likely to happen in this window regardless of the club situation. Garnacho not actively looking to leave Man United. And if they are going to sell him, I'm going to say we could buy him, but no, it'd be too expensive. Alejandro Garnacho has not actively been looking to leave Man United in this window amid strong interest from Napoli, Chelsea and 3 other clubs. The 20-year-old's camp have fielded an influx of inquiries following reports that the hierarchy at Old Trafford would be willing to sell him for the right price to aid their PSR status, as well as arm recruitment with funds to rebuild the squad to Amorim's specifications. They are thus considering options with Garnacho's long-term future in mind, in the event of his valuation being met. Napoli have already made an approach not backed by United, with the opening figure discussed by them understood to be shy of 40 million. The Serie A side are under the impression they would need to add another 20 million to entice United to sell, but hope a compromise can be reached. They are assessing cheaper alternative options in the interim. Chelsea have not formalised their interest yet, but do appreciate Garnacho, while it is understood that clubs from Spain and Germany have made checks to his representatives. The Argentina international is not short of suitors, but the situation is described as the opposite to Marcus Rashford's, where the forward is actively seeking a new challenge away from United, and as such hasn't been part of the squad. So there you go. I'd be surprised they do sell Garnacho. I think he's quality. They need a player like him. Really do. He's a good young player, great player. Don't think he was quite at his best in that last game. Don't think he did do enough there. But he is quality. And I'll be very, very surprised if they sell Garnacho. Really will. So, I don't think he was quite at his best against Brighton. But there we go. We move on. And to this one now. This more transfer news, of course. Douglas Luiz, the Juventus midfielder on list of targets for Man City. Douglas Luiz, a midfield target for Man City as club explore options for a new number 6. Interest from City could intensify if Juventus are willing to agree to a straight 6-month loan deal with no clauses for a permanent transfer. Luiz only joined Juve from Aston Villa last summer. Douglas Luiz is among the names on Man City's list of midfielder targets. City are exploring their options in the market for a new number 6, and former Aston Villa midfielder Luiz, who has played just 16 times for Juventus this season, is one of a number they are looking into. Interest from the Premier League champions could intensify if Juventus, who only signed the 26-year-old in the summer, are willing to agree to a straight 6-month loan deal with no clauses for a permanent transfer. City are not assured to make an addition in this position in this window, but it is a possibility if the deal is right for them. Sky Sports News has already reported that they will not pursue Real Sociedad midfielder Martin Zubimendi, who is closing in on a move to Arsenal in the summer, nor Newcastle's Bruno Guimaraes. Luiz is expected to leave Juventus in some capacity this month, and the former Aston Villa star wants to move back to the Premier League. He only made the move to Juve last summer in the £21 million deal that saw winger Samuel Inning Jr. and midfielder Enzo Barrenechea move the other way, with both players since going out on loan. The Brazil midfielder signed a 5-year contract with Juventus. Luiz scored 9 goals in 35 Premier League games this last season, as Unai Emery's side qualified for the Champions League in full. Any potential move to City would be a return to the Etihad Stadium for Luiz, who was a City player at City between 2017 and 2019, without making a single appearance. Marmoush expected to fly to UK this week to complete City move, so looks like they are going to sign someone. Meanwhile, Omar Marmoush is expected to fly into the UK early this week to complete his move to Man City. City reached a verbal agreement with Eintracht Frankfurt to sign striker Marmoush on Friday, and he was left out of the Eintracht squad that beat Borussia Dortmund 2-0 in the Bundesliga on Friday evening, with the German club confirming they were in talks with another club regarding the transfer of Omar Marmoush. Marmoush, who can operate across the front three, has scored 15 goals in the Bundesliga so far this season, just one behind Bayern Munich striker Harry Kane, who sits top of the rankings with 16. how Omar Mamouche became elite and why Man City want him. Let's have a look at that then. Quickly. I'm only going to go through a few more guys, a few more transfers, and then I'll be doing the preview for the Chelsea one. Chelsea and Wolves. And then I'll be bouncing guys because obviously there's football on. Obviously it is on later with Chelsea and that. So I'll be bouncing. So Omar Mamouche to Man City, Eintracht Frankfurt forward, has developed into an elite and importantly flexible forward. The Man City agreeing a deal for Omar Mamouche in the January transfer window, Adam Barty examines the Eintracht Frankfurt forward's evolution and why it makes him so attractive to Pep Guardiola. Featuring exclusive analysis from Mamouche's former coach. Omar Mamouche has emerged as Egypt's other superstar forward. No player in the Bundesliga, not even Harry Kane, has been involved in more goals than the Eintracht Frankfurt man. Now, Manchester City have agreed a deal to bring him to the Premier League. At almost 26, it has been a spectacular rise as recently as 2022. Mamouche was at struggling Stuttgart, loaned there by then parent club Wolfsburg. His fortunes have improved dramatically at Frankfurt, a club that have become experts in playing the market. Speaking to Frankfurt's sporting director, Markus Krosch, earlier this season, he was as sanguine as ever under the prospect of the club losing their biggest stars. Selling players is part of my job. I'm not emotional about it. It's business, he told Sky Sports. I try to think of the player. They want titles. They want to play in the Premier League or Champions League. It is a normal process. There will be a point that the player develops faster than the club, and then we will let him go. Blocking their development is not good. This is what I tell all the players. If your development is faster than our development as a club, and I get the money I expect, I will let you go. This is why so many young talents like to come to Frankfurt, because we know what you have to do to develop them. Not even by Frankfurt's high standards. The example of Mamouche is extreme. Signed on a free transfer from Wolfsburg in the summer of 2023. He has been transformed into one of the best players in the Bundesliga, an all-round forward to rival the best in Europe. That final year at Wolfsburg yielded 5 Bundesliga goals. He had never reached double figures for a league campaign until he pitched up at Frankfurt. But that tally of 12 goals in his debut season has already been eclipsed by the halfway stage of his second. He has 13. Omar Mamouche's amazing stats. Goals from open play, 9 there, first. Shots, 64, he's first with that. Assists, 7, first. Chances created, 31, 7th. Take-ons completed, 39, he's third with that. If that is a testament to Frankfurt's ability to identify talent, it is not to say that Mamouche's rise has been totally unexpected. Michael Wimmer is a coach who worked closely with the player during his loan spell at Stuttgart in the 21-22 season. I'm not surprised by all this because I was convinced that Omar had huge potential, Wimmer tells Sky Sports. It was already clear he had a great future ahead of him. He knew exactly what he wanted and had the determination and the mindset to achieve it. Wimmer remembers Mamouche's remarkable appetite for improvement, although not necessarily fondly. After training, he would insist on staying out to work on his finishing. No matter what the weather conditions, Omar did not care if it was cold or soaked. The dedication to the detail mattered. Mamouche's final game for Stuttgart was a crucial one for the club. They needed to win to stay in the Bundesliga and were chasing a late goal against Cologne. Mamouche came off the bench to make it happen. It was the 92nd minute and Omar took the last corner of the game under maximum pressure, recalls Wimmer. It was flicked on right onto the head of Wataru Endo. Of course, is at Liverpool now. It secured our place in the Bundesliga. Stuttgart are now in the Champions League. Marmoush's progress has been every bit as startling, and Wimmer is magnanimous enough to credit Dino Topmuller, the Frankfurt coach, for bringing out the best in the player. The way that Frankfurt play football is good for Omar. It fits in perfectly. But part of what makes Marmoush such an attractive proposition is that not only is he capable of functioning in the team in a variety of different roles, he's someone who has the skill set to thrive whatever the idea of the coach and whatever the game situation. When Omar came to us, he was immediately accepted because everyone knew that he could and he would help us. He is someone who adapts quickly, and that makes him suitable to many clubs because he is also very flexible and fits many styles of play. For example, he can play against a low block opponent because he has both the technical ability to solve one-against-one situation and the ability to find solutions in tight spaces. Thanks to his game understanding, he is a good combination player. But all clubs that play intense and attacking football suit Omar because he also has his qualities in transitional play, where he can then utilise the speed of his movement to the goal and his dynamic play. That is when these particular skills come into their own. And if a team often looks for the spaces in between to create numerical overloads in the half spaces, then that is also perfect for him, because he has the orientation skills to turn at the right moment and solve situations with his dynamism and creativity. His flexibility is likely to be a factor in what makes him attractive to Manchester City in particular. Their reliance on Erling Haaland has been such that he has started every single game for the club in the Premier League and the Champions League this season. As a result, bringing an out-and-out striker is of limited appeal because the risk would be that such a player is denied game time. What is required is someone with the potential to deputise for Haaland if required, but also playing the same team as him as well. That was the role that Julian Alvarez played for 2 seasons before moving on to Atletico Madrid in the summer. Marmoush can do it too. In my opinion, Omar is very flexible, and I think he can play in virtually all of the attacking positions, says Wimmer. Player radar comparison, Julian Alvarez 23-24. There. And Omar Marmoush 24-25. Yeah, big difference there. He has an enormous drive to score and he's very determined. He's very good one-against-one, very intelligent and makes the right decisions. He's very dynamic and fast as well as being technically outstanding. He looks mature and confident in all he does. Wimmer says views Marmoush as the perfect attacking half-space player or hanging striker, playing behind a target man, but caveats that by stressing it is 2.5 years now since he worked with him on a daily basis. A lot happens to players in that time. In the case of Marmoush, that is particularly true. His evolution as a goal scorer is partly because Frankfurt have used him more centrally than before. Watching from afar, Wimmer has also detected other developments in his game, taking him to another level. For me, he has also fundamentally improved his defensive work so that he also works well for the team against the ball now. He explains he has become a player who also brings enormous aggression and intensity to his pressing thanks to his dynamism. So impressive has his rise been that Wimmer regards a mid-season move as bittersweet. Frankfurt are flying high in the Bundesliga. Marmoush is only 1 goal behind Kane in the scoring charts. Nobody has more assists. The story does not seem complete. I believe that Eintracht can and will achieve a lot this season. I'm really pleased with the path he has taken and will continue to go down on. That is why I personally would very much like to see him continue in Frankfurt or in the Bundesliga in general. Expect Crochet, a man with more of a say in the matter to take a pragmatic view. Frankfurt are in a position to make an extraordinary profit on yet another signing they have helped develop into an extraordinary player. Man City could be the beneficiaries now. Yeah, so he sounds like a top player. Would be a good one there for Palace, I think. Yeah, I believe he would be a very good player. So I don't know if it's saying here they've agreed a deal for him. So I'm not sure if that's the case or not. If they have agreed an actual deal for this guy. Omar Moose, Man City agreed deal to sign forward from Eintracht Frankfurt. Yeah, I think that's pretty much what I said before. Yeah, it's a verbal agreement to sign striker Mamouche on Friday. It says the Bundesliga evening with a German club confirming they were in talks with another club regarding the transfer of Omar Mamouche, which obviously is City. They were talking with. Mamouche, who can operate across the front three, has scored 15 goals in the Bundesliga so far this season. Just one behind Bayern Munich striker Harry Kane, who sits top of the rankings with 16. Yeah. Speaking ahead of Frankfurt's 2-0 victory against Dortmund, the German side's sporting director Markus Krosch, I just pretty much read a lot of that, what he said there's a high probability Mamouche will be leaving the club. So it looks pretty much like he's going to City. Looks like it's been sorted, that deal, and he's very close to signing. Looks like probably will be this Friday. I've said often before that we're in discussions with a club. Krosch told broadcaster DAZN ahead of the game. In the end, it's Manchester City, and we've really been in close contact with them for 1 or 2 days now. A move to City would be a huge opportunity for Mamouche, he added. We'll see how it develops in the coming hours and perhaps days, but there is now a very high probability that he will be leaving us. The Egypt international agreed in principle to a move to City last week, pending an agreement between the clubs. Negotiations between the clubs have stepped up since then, with Eintracht demanding around 67.5 million, 80 million euros, to part with their prized asset. Taziki Birigistan, City departing sporting director, had fresh negotiations with Eintracht on Monday, with the two clubs moving a lot closer to agreeing the price for Mamouche. City's offer on Wednesday was believed to be slightly lower than Eintracht's initial demand, in the range of 59 million, 70 million euros. Fixed plus 4.2 million to 8.4 million, 5 million euros to 10 million euros in add-ons. But Begiristan appears to have now made a breakthrough, with City set to strengthen their attacking options after looking to revitalise their defence by agreeing deals for Palmeiras prospect Vitor Rice and Lens Abdulkadir Kuzanov. Mamouche joined Eintracht on a free transfer from fellow Bundesliga club Wolfsburg in 2023. So that looks pretty much nailed on, that transfer. He's going to City. I think that'll be confirmed, obviously, probably this Friday. I'm just going to look at a few more other transfers. I won't go into it too much. I'm going to do the preview for Chelsea and Wolves, guys, and then I'm going to bounce. Hold on a minute. I just got to sort something out here. I've actually got to plug this laptop in, otherwise it's going to die. Hold on a minute, guys. There we go. Right, so I'll just go through a few more of these transfers, and as I say, will be the Chelsea and Wolves preview. And then I'm going, guys. I'm going to bounce. Watch the football, of course. Something's going on with my mouse here. Hold on, guys. I can't. Trying to get my mouse to work. There we go. That's better. So obviously Rashford's been talked about there. There's a possible exit, move away from United. We don't know whether it's going to happen or not, but it's an ongoing thing. Chelsea demand 40 million for Chalobah after his recall from Crystal Palace. Real Betis closing on an agreement with Man United over subsidised loan move for Anthony. Man United are interested in signing Chloe Kelly. Oh, that's obviously WSL. Chloe Kelly on loan from WSL rivals Man City. Dundee United boss Jim Goodwin closes in on the double loan catches of Rari Patton and Luis Fiorini. But yeah, so this one, Trevor Chalobah, they want 40 mil. He's decent. He's a good player. But yeah, I suppose 40 is about right. Maybe a bit lower, maybe 35, 30, I would say. But I don't know. Maybe 30, 35 for me. Yeah. So all that. Yeah, looks like Anthony could be off on loan to Real Betis. I think United will be glad of that. Glad to let him go. He's been a flop there. He really has. Been terrible. Cost a lot of money. Total flop. That thing with Ange Postecoglou was that made me laugh the other day. Ange Postecoglou was left seething following an interview which suggested Tottenham's defeat to Everton was a familiar story. And why he should take umbrage to that, I don't know, because it pretty much is. It is at the moment for Spurs. So, so Ange, calm down, mate. You win something in your second season, mate. You know you do. So calm down, bro. Calm down, Cobber. Try another shrimp on the barbie. Yeah, so yeah, there's obviously Chloe Kelly. I saw something apparently the other day, was it in the Daily Record, that we were linked with Kieran Tierney, I believe. I haven't brought it up because I don't read a lot into that. But I'll be amazed if we could get him. That'd be incredible. But I think he obviously wants to go back to Scotland. I can't see him joining us. I'd love that, Kieran Tierney, but I just don't think it's going to happen, guys. I'd love him at the Bees. I think he's a great player. But I don't think it's going to happen. I think that's really just a rumour, a weak rumour, that we are linked with him. Because it's a Scottish paper, of course, the Daily Record. But I'm not entertaining it. I just don't think we can get him. I'd love it. But if he wants to go back to Scotland, obviously Celtic, I think. So let him go back. And, he's a great player. I rate him, and ruined him at Arsenal with Arteta, of course. We'd love a left back like him. I mean, yeah, we've got Rico Henry who's come back, but we need someone else. We need if he gets injured yet again, we need a proper replacement, and KT would be that. But it just ain't going to happen, is it? That'd be fancy land. If we could get Kieran Tierney at the Bees, but I just ain't going to happen. So I'm forgetting that one, guys. Let's forget that. So anyway, going on to this final thing, guys, and that's the preview. Chelsea against Wolves. This will be it, and I am just definitely going to bounce after this, guys. I'm, going to enjoy the rest of the evening. I hope you have enjoyed it. Obviously, we've had people watching, I believe, till at least three or more at some stage have been watching at least. So, only had really Jordan in the live chat. Thanks to him anyway for coming into the live chat. And so follow me on Insta at Mr. B for Life 182 and sub to me at Mr. B Hive Football Chat. And Mr. B chats England cricket, because I've certainly got plenty more cricket streams coming up. I had that one out earlier. I done earlier and live the reaction stream for the England women losing the first first T20 and losing the Ashes basically to the Aussies. So after they lost the 3 ODIs and were 6 points behind there, they're now 8 points and they've lost it, and Aussies have retained it, not regained, but retained. So check that out, and plenty of others coming up. Obviously, England men playing against India and the T20. That's this Wednesday, so I'll be doing a preview to that maybe tomorrow. So look out for that one. But yeah, getting on to this, Chelsea versus Wolves. Cole Palmer injury latest predicted lineup. Confirmed team news for Premier League today. Obviously, this match is on about 8 o'clock this evening. Blues have also doubts over Enzo Fernandez, Romeo Lavia and Levi Colwill for Stamford Bridge clash. Chelsea could be without Cole Palmer for tonight's Premier League visit at Wolves. Palmer missed training on Friday after he was injured during last week's 2-2 draw with Bournemouth, and the Blue Star is a doubt for the game at Stamford Bridge on Monday evening. Chelsea were set to assess Palmer over the weekend, but manager Enzo Maresca said he hopes the 22-year-old will be fit. Levi Colwill, Romeo Lavia and Enzo Fernandez also missed training on Friday and face a race to be fit to play against Wolves. Palmer and Colwill both suffered knocks in the Bournemouth game, while midfielders Lavia and Fernandez have muscle fatigue. Speaking on Friday, Maresca said, we have Cole, he is a doubt. Levi was not in the session today. Enzo was not in the session today. Romeo was not in the session today either. We had 3 or 4 doubts after the last game. First half, they kicked him, Palmer. He didn't train today. We don't know if he's going to train tomorrow or in 2 days. Maresca has a decision to make at centre-back, where Trevor Chalobah is available having been recalled early from his loan spell at Crystal Palace. To help ease a shortage after hamstring injuries to Wesley Fofana and Benoit Badiashile. Kiernan Dewsbury-Hall also remains sidelined, while Mikhailo Mudryk is still unavailable. I think we know why. Certain few drugs he might have been taking. There's the predicted 11. 4-2-3-1, Sanchez in goal, Caicedo, Tosin, Colwill, Cucurella, Fernandez, Lavia, Madueke, Palmer, Sancho and Jackson, which is pretty good lineup. It could be the one, that could be the lineup. We will see, but obviously doubts are Palmer, Colwill, Fernandez and Lavia, injured Fofana, Badiashile, Dewsbury-Hall and Kellyman. Unavailable Mudryk. 8 p.m. kickoff, guys, so look out for that one. From Stamford Bridge, of course. It's on Sky. So make sure you watch that. I want to find out about Wolves, really. Let's see here. It might say more. Want to find out Wolves team, really. Yeah. Also, Chelsea have signed someone. Well, have agreed the deal. Yeah, they've agreed a £12 million deal to sign Mamadou Sarr from Strasbourg. They've been dragged into a top four battle and begin the night in sixth place after Man City's big win over Ipswich. Maresca has concerns over Cole Palmer, Enzo Fernandez, Romeo Lavia, and Levi Colwill as they've emerged as injury doubts for this fixture. Wolves have so it's going to say a little bit here about Wolves, so let's have a look there. Wolves have started of late in the league without a win in three and come into this game on the back of successive 3-0 losses against Nottingham Forest and Newcastle United. They were hoped to call upon key man Matthias Cunha, who netted a hat-trick in his fixture last season. Anything more about Wolves? There we go. That's Wolves 11 in full. I'll take it. Yeah, that's the confirmed lineup. Sarr in goal, Semedo, Doherty, Moreno, Agbadu, Ait Nouri, Andre, Jay Gomez, Sarabia, Cunha, and Strand Larson. The subs are Johnston, Lima, Dawson, R. Gomez, Doyle, Bellegarde, Forbes, Wang, and Grady's. And that's is that confirmed? This one as well, the Chelsea lineup. Looks like it might be Sanchez, James, Tosin, Chalobah, Cucurella, Caicedo, Dewsbury Hall, Madueke, Palmer, Neto, and Jackson. Subs are Jorgensen, Gusto, Achimpong, Dizazi, George, João Felix, Sancho, and Kunku, and Giyu. So that is their lineup. Definitely their lineup. Wolves, yeah, good one. I think. I think they're underrated. I think they're a very good team. I always rated Wolves. Got some fine players there, especially Cunha. Strand Larson's decent. Ait Nouri, brilliant as well. Rate him. Would take him at the B's, definitely. Very good players. Doherty, Semedo, all good. Some of the subs, Wang is good. Rate him as well. Bellegarde's decent and Grady's, Doyle. They got some decent players, you know. I think Chelsea, well, could be a tough one for them. And this is their definite lineup by the looks of it. Sanchez, James, captain there. Reece James, good to have him back there for Chelsea. Been a long-term injury doubt. Been out a very long time, so it's great to have him back. Yeah, Tosin, Chalobah, Cucurella, Caicedo, Dewsbury Hall, Madueke, Palmer, Neto, and Jackson. The subs, as I said, Jorgensen, Dizazi, Achimpong, Gusto, George, Sancho, João Felix, and Kunku and Giyu. So that's the lineups. You'd think probably Chelsea to win this. You'd think Chelsea to win. I would say probably, yeah. For me, maybe. But I think Wolves will be tough. I don't think it's going to be an easy game. Wolves are give as good as they get. Very good team still. Fighting for their lives, you know, for relegation. New manager, of course, Vitor Pereira, and for a while they had good manager bounce with them there. Was doing well with them, getting results. But they've gone back down, obviously, again, 3-0 defeats against Newcastle and Forest. Well, to be expected, they're going really well, having great seasons. So I think this could be Could be a few goals, you know. Could well be. I'm thinking something like a 4-2 Chelsea. I'd say a 4-2. It could easily be a 2-2. Could be a 3-2 Wolves, but I think Chelsea will win it. I think, you know, there's going to be a few goals. I think Chelsea's defence can be got at times. The Wolves are you know, do concede a few, unfortunately. But I think 4-2. I'm going that for Chelsea. We'll see. Hopefully there is a few goals. I want it to be entertaining. It should be good. But we'll see. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching this. It's been a really good stream. Shame I couldn't get any guests on today. There was supposed to be some coming in. Unfortunately, they couldn't make it. But obviously the next one, hopefully next week, I'll have 1 or 2 on. But it was good to talk about all the results over the weekend. And obviously previewing the game tonight, Chelsea and Wolves. Should be good. Check that out on Sky. 8 o'clock kickoff. So once again, thanks to Jordan coming into the live chat. And everyone watching on live or on playback, thanks once again. Thanks for your support. Obviously, as I say, I will be doing a preview on my Mr. B Hiver Football Chat. I'll do a preview for the game against Palace, which will be Sunday. I think I'll be doing it either Friday or Saturday. Could be earlier, maybe Thursday. Not sure yet. Doing more, obviously, transfer streams about the Bees. Obviously, more to come with that. Plenty more to talk about. We should be getting this Michael Coyote from Fiorentina right back. We'll wait and see on that. That's in negotiations and advanced, apparently. So I'll be looking forward to seeing that if it's confirmed. Maybe this week or next week, who knows. But hopefully it'll happen. And we still hope Rawsleth will be going out, either on loan or permanently. You know, hopefully that might happen as well. Lot to look forward to and talk about. I'm sorry about my throat, guys. It's just been, I don't know what's wrong with it at the moment, but a bit croaky and stuff. But anyway, guys, it's been great. As I say, thanks for watching. And till the next one, which will be tomorrow anyway. So anyway, till then, guys, thank you. And I'm out of here. I'm bouncing. Cheers, guys. Bye.